Under the dim light of a New York evening, 22-year-old Emily Carter walked briskly through a quiet street, her breath visible in the cool air. She was returning from her late shift at a cafe when she heard the muffled cries for help. Her instincts took over. At the far end of the street, an elderly man, well-dressed but clearly frightened, was being cornered by three masked men. Without thinking twice, Emily grabbed a metal rod from a nearby trash bin and screamed to draw attention. The sudden noise startled the attackers, and in the confusion she swung wildly, striking one in the arm. They fled, leaving the man trembling but alive. The old man's name was Richard Halloway, one of the most powerful billionaires in the city, though Emily had no idea who he was at the time. When she tried to call an ambulance, he gently stopped her, insisting he was fine. "You're a brave young woman," he told her, voice shaky but full of gratitude. Emily refused his offer of money, saying, "You don't have to pay me for doing what's right." He smiled faintly, touched by her sincerity, and asked for her name before they parted ways. Years passed. Emily moved on with her life, working hard and earning a modest living. She never imagined that night would change her fate forever. One afternoon, while attending a charity gala her friend had invited her to, she met Daniel Halloway, a charming and humble man in his late 20s. They hit it off instantly, two souls drawn together by something they couldn't quite explain. Daniel loved her kindness and wit. Emily admired his honesty and passion for helping others. Their connection was effortless, pure, and real. Months later, Daniel decided it was time for Emily to meet his father. When Emily stepped into the Grand Halloway estate, her heart skipped. There, standing by the fireplace, was the same man she had rescued years ago, the billionaire she had fought to protect that cold night. Richard's eyes widened in disbelief. The cane in his hand nearly slipped as recognition set in. "Emily?" he whispered. She froze, equally stunned. "Mr. Halloway?" Daniel looked between them, confused. "You two know each other?" Tears welled up in Richard's eyes as he approached her. "This is the woman who saved my life," he said softly, his voice trembling with emotion. "And now, my son's heart belongs to her." From that day, Richard's affection for Emily deepened into something beyond gratitude. It was admiration and respect. When Daniel later proposed, his father's blessing came not just easily but joyfully. Weeks after their engagement, Richard called Emily into his office at Halloway Industries. With a proud smile, he handed her an official letter. "Emily, I trust you more than anyone. From today, you are the new head of operations. You've earned this, not just for what you did years ago, but for the woman you've become." Tears filled her eyes as she accepted the letter, her heart swelling with gratitude. She had saved a stranger once, and in return found love, purpose, and a family she never expected. And in the quiet of that same city where fate first crossed their paths, Emily Carter's courage had rewritten the story of an empire, and her own destiny. If you liked the girl's action at the beginning of the story, kindly comment "nice act," like, share, and subscribe to this channel to encourage us.